So this is what first broke out when I was online earlier.
Yeah, we know one man is dead and another man is hurt after an overnight shooting here in the heart of downtown Minneapolis. We do have some video of what that scene looked like earlier, of course, as police were here investigating. We saw family members out here hugging one another. It was a very emotional scene here. Just to kind of give you an idea of where we are, this is right across from the State Theater and the Capitol Grill.
Was this from, like, what the fuck, bro?
Chief Brian O'Hara is providing an update right now, and he's addressing
Earlier this afternoon, our city experienced a deeply troubling act of violence. In the middle of the day, a gunman armed with a high-velocity .223 rifle opened fire on a group of people on the sidewalk on the block behind me, directly across the street from a Catholic high school. That gunman wound up killing one person and wounding 6 others that were standing on the sidewalk. This level of firepower unleashed in broad daylight is completely sickening and unacceptable. Obviously, the investigation is still in its preliminary stages, so the information that I have is subject to change. But what I can tell you is shortly before 1:30 this afternoon, Minneapolis police received a ShotSpotter notification that approximately 30 rounds of gunfire had been fired near the intersection of East 29th Street and Clinton Avenue. Police officers responded, finding one adult male who was deceased upon arrival. Additionally, there were 6 additional victims suffering from gunshot wounds, 5 males and 1 woman. These 6 victims were found at various locations in the area. 3 of those surviving victims were said to have critical and life-threatening injuries. However, I can tell you the most recent update I just received is that all 6 remaining victims are expected to survive. Our thoughts...
Well, that's good. The news that I got in the beginning was 2 were dead. So it looks like it's only 1.
Right now, we're obviously with the person who lost his life, with those who are trying to recover from their injuries, and with all those families and members of our community who have been affected. Thanks to the swift response from Minneapolis police officers, our investigators are pursuing strong leads at this time. We're thankful for the assistance that we've received from business and residents in the area. Our crime lab is here on the scene processing dozens of pieces of evidence that have been recovered, and we're doing everything we possibly can to identify those who are responsible for this violence.
Yeah, the dude is like a 22-year-old transgender individual. He plays for the T team, anti-Israel, but he's also I don't know. It's a little sus.
So we were here just last week. This is the backside of Cristo del Rey. It's a Catholic high school. Last week we were here conducting our community ComStat meeting. We've been here several times, conducting different meetings and community engagements here. And obviously school was in session. It's a high school. Just thankfully, we spoke to some of the students here. They're fine. But it's obviously deeply, deeply troubling to have something like this happen right outside of a school.
Was this like summer school or something?
Yeah, so guys, I think that there were 2 shootings in Minnesota, bro. Chat, were there 2 shootings pretty much? Bro, Minneapolis is cooked. What the hell is going on in the Midwest?
It's deeply disturbing. Obviously, this is the middle of the day. We are standing literally right next to a high school. And this type of weapon, it's more for a weapon of war than something to be on the street here. I mean, just the damage that was done to the bodies of some of these victims is unspeakable. And thankfully, we don't have more people that are dead from this incident.
Can you speak to the number of shots that were fired?
So Westman is a school shooter. He was dead at the scene. Here's the mayor comments on this.
I have heard about all of us.
And I have heard about a whole lot of hate that's being directed at our trans community. Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity. We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids. All of us.
Here, I had some images here that I wanted to show you guys. This is the fucking crazy guy right here. Okay. Says here, K. Donald Trump. Right? Bruh. Here's some more images. This happened in Nashville last year, too, if you guys remember. This comes from Charlie Kirk. Evidence is emerging of the suspected shooter in Minneapolis and appears to be a psychotic maniac, 22-year-old young man, possibly trans, who left an 11-minute manifesto video on YouTube just hours before the shooting happened. The video has been taken down. The suspect wrote notes on the weapons he used, including K. Trump now, McVeigh, where is your God, burn Israel, and 6M wasn't enough. He had a human-shaped target with Jesus' face attached to it. Hatred destroys the soul. So, look at this shit. Yeah, this guy was clearly all over the place. And then the top comment. Oh my God, the top comment, man. The noticing is on levels that will never stop, bro.
Thank you, Bill and Dana. I will take it over from here on this breaking news. Just a heartbreaking day in Minneapolis. We are watching live pictures here from that city where police.
Yeah, I saw images earlier. FBI was there. ATF was there. Every agency was there.
Are at the scene of a shooting at a Catholic school in that city. Minnesota's governor says that they are investigating a horrific act of violence, and local and federal officials are all over this scene right now. You can see their parents, too, waiting to be reunited with their kids. Just a sick.
So we also have the manifesto and the letter, too. I'm not even going to bother doing that shit on YouTube.
Sick moment to watch here. I'm Aisha Hasni in for Harris today, and this is the Faulkner Focus. The city of Minneapolis said the shooter is now contained and that there is no active threat to the community any longer. We've got some brand new sound from witnesses in just a moment here that are describing just how panicked of a scene that has been. The president has also been briefed. He just posted on Truth Social that he has been fully briefed on the tragic shooting in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. The FBI quickly responded, and they are on the scene. The White House will continue to monitor this terrible situation. Please join me in praying for everyone involved. And we do have that witness sound now that we want to play for you here.
So all the parents were on the left side, and so he was on the left side. So there must have been sporadic gunfire going on. He said it looked like just a normal Sunday mass. So it was full, of people and children. So.
And how did he get out?
He just ran, when the fire, he said it seemed like it went on for eternity, but when it stopped, he ran out of the building.
Hey, Aisha, well, we're continuing to learn more details about this disturbing, heartbreaking tragedy on the first week of school for students at Annunciation Catholic School in South Minneapolis. Before we get into details surrounding this, I just want to go over.
Like, why you got to target a Catholic school, bro? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro?
The reaction. Governor Tim Walz writing, quote, on X early this morning.
Tampon Tim checking in.
I've been briefed on a shooting at Annunciation Catholic School, and will continue to provide updates as we get more information. The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension and State Patrol are on scene. I'm praying for our kids and teachers whose first week of school.
Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is the state version of like Minneapolis's, Minnesota's FBI. That's their state FBI, and then State Patrol is their state police.
school was marred by this horrific act of violence. So Aisha, reports about the shooting first came in just before 8:30 a.m. local time. Our Fox affiliate in Minneapolis reports the Annunciation Catholic School has students for kindergartners through 8th graders, and the school indeed started on Monday. The Fox affiliate also reports that Mass is held on Wednesdays at 8:15 local time there, and students were reportedly in Mass at the time of the shooting. So the Star Tribune, which is a pretty big publication in this region, it's reporting some disturbing, heartbreaking details. So I do want to warn that what you're about to hear is going to be very, very upsetting. The outlet said it spoke to a parent who was sitting in a back pew when Mass started at 8:15 local time, and that's when a shooter, this person reported a shooter opening fire outside the building with a semi-automatic weapon. The outlet also quotes the parent as saying this, quote, "He just pepper sprayed through the stained glass windows into the building, 50 to 100 shots." The outlet also said the parent reported witnessing 2 casualties. So a reunification zone has been set up for families of children at the school. And right now, emergency first responders are urging parents to go to this area if they have any questions. You can imagine, Aisha, that this morning some parents will be getting perhaps some of the worst news of their lives. And of course, we're going to be keeping all of these people in our thoughts and our prayers.
This is 6 hours ago. This was a lot sooner. Like right after the shooting happened. Dude,
this morning, as details continue to emerge about this horrific tragedy, again, in the first week of school for students at Annunciation School here in South Minneapolis. I want to send it back over to you.
Okay, so they got a doctor here that gives some updates on the injuries.
I'm Reed Cowan. You're watching CBS News 24/7 on what is a national tragedy. As you see right there on your screen, 2 children, ages 8 and 10, have lost their lives.
So they're reporting 2 people died.
Killed.
The chief of police said 1, or Minneapolis News reported 1. So now they're saying 2.
While praying at a mass at a Catholic.
But they did say, I know that they had mentioned someone was critically injured. One of the kids might have passed away.
Church.
Fucking terrible, bro. 8 and 10?
And school complex in Minneapolis. Now, a lot of us are wondering who these children are. Who are these little ones who got up this morning to go to school to attend Mass? We have an opportunity to learn a little bit more from the hospital where several of those victims have been taken. Let's listen in.
Guys, I remember a time when school shootings were not a thing. Now it's like every month there's a mass shooting somewhere. It's like damn near once to twice a month there's a mass shooting somewhere. Growing up, right? I remember when Columbine first happened in 1999, right? It was 99 or 98. That was the first major school shooting. And then after that, you started to see a spike in school shootings. But prior to Columbine, this was an unheard of fucking thing. Okay? All my guys here that are a bit older, you guys know what I'm talking about. School shootings weren't a thing, bro. I remember when Columbine happened, it was huge. Big deal. They blamed Eminem. They blamed Marilyn Manson. Now it's like every fucking week there's a school shooting or a mass shooting of some kind. Absolutely nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. It's like you got to carry a gun to go outside nowadays. I do. But goddamn. Now I'm going to make sure I have one every single time. I'm sorry, guys. I just like, as you guys could tell, one of the things that triggers me is when kids get killed, right? This is why I'm so passionate about what's going on in Gaza. You know, Catholic kids, Christian kids going to school, just getting education, worshiping, getting killed. It's one of the things that pisses me off. If you want to trigger me, like fucking, hurt kids, that's really what bothers me a lot.
The one today, we received a total of 11 patients from this incident. 2 of them were adult patients, 9 pediatric patients. 4 of them required the operating room. And up to this point in time, there have been no fatalities related to any of those patients that were brought to our organization. I want to take a moment to tell you how proud I am to work for this organization and the teams that were involved, the resources, again, that were mobilized, our surgical...
Night. CIA doing a good run on these mass shootings for our gun rights. Yeah, get ready. The Democrats always use these shooting events to justify taking guns away. So, Two kids dead, 14 injured, 3 adults injured, 6 kids in critical condition. Apparently his mom worked at the school. Okay. RIP to the kids, condolences to the families as well. I believe they're trying to use these to deprive you of your Second Amendment. Of course, they always do. Warning, these images are a letter left behind by the shooter to his family. He describes himself as a sad person whose body is in great pain. It is disturbing to read. Because I believe we need to see the dangerous mental illness of transgenderism and the effects on the body of the drugs and the mutilation of human bodies, I intend to transcribe as best as I can. So this is what he wrote. He wrote a fucking Bible here. I don't expect forgiveness, and I don't expect any apology. I've told much weight, but to my family and those close to me, I do apologize for the effects of my actions will have on your lives. Please know I care for all of you so much, and it pains me to bring this storm of chaos into your lives. This will affect so many more people than the ones that are immediately involved. Yo, can someone send me his video real quick? To my mother and father, I'm sorry it didn't turn out as you had hoped. You did not fail me. You gave me so much. I truly appreciate and love you. Have given me. I feel like I was raised to be a good person. I kept those traits of empathy, self-sacrifice, good character. What the fuck, nigga? You killed kids. You have zero empathy. Please do not think you have failed us as parents. I was corrupted by this world and have learned to hate what life is. Life is loss. Life is pain. There's too much to accept, too many things to put up with just to live. So he's apologizing to his siblings, to his friends. Said he thinks he's dying of cancer. Westman. Robin M. Westman. PST, get over yourself and make up with mom. She loves you. You need to grow up and accept the time, just blah, blah. And he goes, PPS, I wouldn't recommend any of you read my journals unless you really want to, but be warned. Yeah, bro, this guy's a fucking maniac.
And this one's for me, in case I need it.
A loaded gun points it at himself.
Smoke. Extra thick.
Yeah, honestly, guys, like this dude's like putting all this shit, whatever. Dude, the guy, I don't think the guy has any real affiliations. He's everywhere politically. He's saying a bunch of just trying to be a weird, edgy fuck. The guy is fucking off his rocker. But like I said before, they're going to use this to their advantage. The Israel lobby is going to say, yo, look, see this guy. They're going to not tell you that he's a Jew, of course. They're going to say, yo, this guy, look, he's a radical pro-Palestinian shooter and he killed Christians. We need to do X, Y, Z. Right? And then the gun control nuts are going to come out and say, see, we need more gun control because, this guy got himself a gun. So we need to restrict guns on everybody. Instead of just saying what needs to be said. No more guns.